Hey, the Weird Doctor is back. Okay, so this is like a bonus episode or like a full episode. I wasn't supposed to be back yet, but I had to come here. Okay, it's been crazy. It's not about being oncology, I promise. But there has been a lot of death. Not even some of them are not even from cancer cases, like not my patients, but like there's still the COVID-19 is still out and it's still real. And I don't know, there's been some deaths that have been kind of crazy lately, and I've been seeing it like left, right, center, and it's so spooky. And maybe I'm just not allowing, like, when I do hear of this deaths, and I'm like, why am I not reacting well? Is it all because I'm a doctor? Why am I not? I feel like I'm not grieving enough. um, but then I was like, I'm not a robot. I do have feelings. I'm not happy, but I don't know how to grieve enough. I thought, but I think I probably have a threshold. I probably have a threshold. But I know that, okay, I've been doing some other mechanisms where I try writing poetry on death. I kind of started writing it, then I got distracted, but I think I want to go back. But anyway, something happened this morning, and I think it blew my threshold. Like, it was as if the threshold, like I was piling the meter up, and now I've gotten to like the red, like the high point of the threshold, and I'm kind of nearly breaking down, and it's a mess. So this morning I was checking someone WhatsApp status, somebody I just added, and he was talking about the fact that he's writing his memoir. And this was someone I just saw. I had no idea he was fighting anything. And though he's nothing like cancer, but I think he's fighting, like, he's a sickle cell survivor, a warrior. And I was like, wow, I had no idea. He's also radiant and so nice. And it just kind of, I felt somehow that I don't like, is it that we don't interact enough to interact with people enough on deeper levels, that everything is just superficial these days? And just getting to know this part of him, I was like, wow, I'm just glad, like, I was able to kind of make him happy when I met him. And then he, on his status, mentioned that he mentioned something about Sound Sultan. He's an artist I like. He's very his songs are sweet. I've never met him one on one, but like when I listen to his music, I can feel someone who's like light-hearted, funny, fun. That was the way his songs came out, and at the same time, someone who's cerebral, who's intelligent, and who knows how to express his ideologies and feelings, and also be fun while at it. So I always like the song, even if they don't break ground, they're always fun to listen to. And I remember a few days ago when I was up in Spotify, I was like, when is he going to release something new? I'm sure it's going to be a bomb. Only for me to hear this morning that he's no more, and I'm not going to get any new song from him ever again. And I remembered that this year I noticed something strange from his he was a sweetheart. He's a Muslim, and I remember that, I think was it last year? I think it was last year or so. On his Twitter handle, he will he, every time when it's time for suhoor, when it's time to, like, the pre-dawn meal, he'll put something like emusarije or sahur, something like the Yoruba for like taking the pre-dawn meal, and I'll just see the tweet and I'm like, oh, so this guy is fasting now. And I realized that this year I was like, oh, he's not posting that this year. Maybe he's not on Twitter this year. I had no idea he was suffering from. maybe maybe the reason this is distracting me so much is because I now work with oncology, and knowing that he died from throat cancer is probably not cool. I think the part that's actually bothering me is the fact that I had no idea that he was going through this, while I was just like, oh, where's this guy? And that's the way it is. Like, you just don't see one of your friends for a while and you're like, oh, he's probably doing good. Oh, I'll get to see him later. And maybe you never get to. And it's so crazy. I just feel, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like going back to completing my poetry on death, but like I felt coming here to my podcast and talking about it will make it easier. Sometimes it's crazy when things happen they have no control over, and you have all these emotions, and for me sometimes I don't understand what they are, and sometimes I blame myself. No, sometimes I tell myself that I'm not feeling those emotions enough, like I should be on the floor rolling or screaming, but I'm hurting too, and I just don't know, the way my body takes hurt is quite different. I am conditioned to mask than to show. But today it's like up there, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I started thinking that, if I'm gone, like, well, my parents are hurt, and I don't want to go now. I don't want them to go now. I don't want anybody close to go now. But every day people are just leaving, and it's just so freaking scary. It's super scary, really. But I'm like, as I was just thinking about it, I was like, oh God, I just want to be able to touch so many lives, and even people who are going through the worst in their lives, sickness or whatever it is. I want to be able to, touch them, like bring the relief, be a source of relief to them. Like, that was the only thing I was just thinking. Like, I just want to be relief to people who are still alive, at least. And then when I'm gone, at least I'll be glad. I don't know. I won't regret anything while leaving. I mean, this is a dark podcast, I swear. I think I'm getting out of it. Sound Sultan is a sweetheart. Lanre Fasasi is his name. I pray his wife and his children. I pray that God gives them the strength to go through this. A fan that's so freaking far away, is feeling also distraught. I can't imagine what his family is going through. Oh God, I pray you give them the strength through this all, yeah. Anyway, I just had to do this. I didn't mean to spoil anybody's day, but I guess the way the world is, it's not always rosy every day. But it's good to know there's a place I could go to talk about it. Yeah. I'm still coming up talking about the job, the soft skill stuff. It's still in the works. It will come out sooner or later. So I ain't going back on my word. I'm not gonna post anything. Hopefully, before I post something on the soft skills, it's coming soon. Rest in peace, Sound Sultan. Lanre Fasasi. May your soul rest in peace. And may God give your family the strength to bear it all. Alright, the word doctor is signing out.